Shadows creep, the moonlight glows. Something's lurking, no one knows. Whispers call, a ghostly spark. Welcome to the bumps in the dark. Shadows creep, the moonlight glows. Something's lurking, no one knows. Whispers call, a ghostly spark. Welcome to the bumps in the dark.
Bobby Ray always loved sneaking out at night. Black Hollow was quiet after dark, and the thrill of exploring places he wasn't supposed to be made his small town feel like a mystery waiting to be uncovered. That's how he ended up at the old Black Hollow Clock Tower, the night before daylight savings time. The tower had been abandoned for decades, its massive gears and bells frozen in time. Some said the town stopped maintaining it after a worker mysteriously vanished inside years ago. Others whispered about strange shadows moving in the windows, even though no one had lived there in ages. Bobby Ray never believed in ghost stories, but as he climbed the rusted spiral staircase toward the clock face, a strange chill prickled his skin. Then at exactly 1:59 a.m., something happened. Bobby Ray reached the top and stared at the enormous clock hands, frozen in place like they had been for years. He reached out to touch the glass, just as the town's church bells rang, signaling 2 a.m. A pulse of cold air blasted through the room. The entire tower shuddered, and suddenly the gears groaned to life, grinding against decades of rust. Bobby Ray stumbled backward as the air around him warped and twisted, his vision blurring like he was being stretched in every direction at once. His body lurched forward, and then silence. The clock read 3 a.m. At first, everything seemed the same. But as Bobby Ray stumbled down the stairs and out into the street, something felt off. The streetlights were different, casting a bluish glow instead of the familiar yellow. The houses looked worn down in a way that didn't make sense. And when he reached his neighborhood, his stomach dropped. His house wasn't his house anymore. Bobby Ray stood frozen on the sidewalk. The mailbox still had the same address, but the name wasn't his family's. The curtains were different. A car he didn't recognize sat in the driveway. Heart pounding, he ran down the street looking for anything familiar. That's when he saw the cemetery. Drawn by some horrible instinct, he sprinted toward it, weaving through the tombstones until he found 2 graves side by side. His parents' names were on them. Bobby Ray's breath hitched. His hands trembled as he traced the dates. They were dated far into the future. But that was impossible. Just yesterday, they were fine. Just hours ago, he was eating dinner with them. He stumbled back, his mind reeling. A voice broke through the panic. Bobby Ray. He spun around to see a man standing a few feet away. He looked vaguely familiar, tall, thin, with sharp eyes that reminded Bobby Ray of Charlie. Bobby Ray's best friend, except Charlie was older, much older. At least 35 to 40 years older. Charlie's eyes widened. No way, it's really you, isn't it? Bobby Ray could barely breathe. What happened? Where am I? What year is it? Bobby Ray couldn't believe what Charlie was saying. 50 years! I'm 50 years in the future! Bobby Ray yelled. That can't be. I have to go back. Charlie swallowed hard, then reached into his jacket and pulled out something yellowed and folded. A newspaper. Bobby Ray's blood ran cold as he read the headline, "Local Boy Vanishes from Clock Tower." Mystery unsolved. It had his name on it, his picture, and the date, 50 years in the past. No one ever figured out what happened to you, Charlie said, his voice shaky. One day you just disappeared. They searched the clock tower for weeks, but there was no sign of you. People thought you ran away. Others thought the place was haunted. He hesitated. I never believed you left on purpose. I kept this article just in case. Bobby Ray's head spun. He had lost 50 years in the blink of an eye. Spring forward, fall back, spring forward, fall back, he muttered. The clock tower, that's where it happened. I have to go back. Charlie frowned. Bobby Ray, if this is real, if you really did time jump, there's no guarantee you can fix it. I have to try. If I don't, I'll be stuck here forever. Charlie hesitated, then nodded. Daylight savings time ends tonight. If you're right, you have until 2 a.m. to get back. The two of them raced to the clock tower, the town eerily silent in the dead of night. The second Bobby Ray stepped inside, he felt the air hum with energy. The gears were moving again, grinding like they had been waiting for him. You sure about this? Charlie asked. No, Bobby Ray admitted. But I'd rather take my chances than live in a future I don't belong in. As the clock neared 1:59 a.m., Bobby Ray climbed the stairs feeling the same chill he had felt before. The second the hands ticked forward, the tower shuddered. Wind howled through the room, and for a moment Bobby Ray could see both versions of time overlapping. His house restored, his parents alive, the world the way it was supposed to be. He leapt toward the clock, face, just as the hands ticked to 2 a.m. Everything snapped. Bobby Ray jolted awake, gasping. He was back. The gears were still frozen. The town was just as it had been. His heart pounded as he stumbled outside, his breath visible in the cold night air. He ran home, his chest tight with panic, until he saw the warm light in the window. He flung the door open. Bobby Ray. His mom's voice rang through the house. She appeared in the hallway, her face crinkled with concern. What are you doing up so late? Tears blurred his vision. He couldn't help himself. He hugged her tightly. I just had a bad dream, he whispered. She ruffled his hair. Come on, back to bed. And don't forget, we lose an hour tonight. Bobby Ray swallowed hard, staring at the clock on the wall. 1:58 a.m. He had made it, and he would never take time for granted again.
Midnight fog, the shadows crawl, footsteps echo down the hall. Doors creak open, whispers sigh, something unseen is passing